dang. 4:59, 5 o'clock in the morning. Let's get to fucking work, fellas. Guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. If you don't know me by now, my name is Adi Herva. I'm 23 years old and I am an online fitness trainer. If you want to learn more about that, if you want to get into the best shape of your life, achieve that Greek god physique you've always wanted in the first 90 days after working with me, be sure to check out the bio down below. It's going to be titled under the free aesthetic community. It has all my workout routines, all my nutrition plans, rest and recovery times, and a community chat as well where we have general discussions literally every single day to get you into the best shape of your life, to learn tips and tricks and all that great stuff. But let's get into today's video, guys. Today we're going to be talking about how to max your PRs, how to hit new PRs, new personal records when you are at the gym. A lot of you meatheads nowadays, especially you young ones, want to hit PRs like crazy. It's the only thing you guys can think about, whether it be bench press, deadlift, squatting, doing more reps, more sets of like 100 pounds on dumbbells for inclined bench or shoulder press and all that good stuff. So I'm here to show you exactly how it went from literally only being able to shoulder press, how much was it? I think it was 40 pounds on dumbbells to over 110 pounds on dumbbells. So let's get right into it. So the first tip I'm going to give you guys is you want to make sure that you are staying injury prevented. You want to make sure when you are going for these PRs that your body feels right, that you don't injure yourself, that you don't hurt yourself. This is going to take you a long way. So what I mean by this is if you wake up one day, let's say you wake up on a Monday and it's supposed to be chest day, but you feel tight, your shoulder's a little bit hurt, and you're trying to hit a PR that day. Guys, you want to make sure, so before we get into that, go train still. Go work out as much as you can, still dominate the day, still be sure to hit your caloric surplus, decrease, whatever it is. Still go work out, still treat it like a regular day. But when it comes to your PR day, take a break. Instead of going up in that much weight for your PR, stay under that and treat it like a regular workout day. You don't want to push yourself too much because you want to stay injury prevented. That's one thing that I've learned when I started doing this. Dude, my right shoulder, even to this day, it would act up so much. Like the day during chest day, like it would just get tight, it would feel loose, and then like I wouldn't be able to have proper form because of how bad it was. So I could never really dominate a good chest day. I would never go into a day when it comes to a PR day. So what I did instead is I just repped it out, and I treated that right shoulder by stretching. I treated it by putting some ice on it. I treated it by using resistance bands as well. Basically took a whole recovery day on my shoulder. You guys have to start doing that too. You want to, like I said, I practice what I preach. Like I tell everybody, you gotta train harder no matter what. Even if you're sick, you're tired, yada yada. But there's a difference between that, and then there's a difference between that and you literally being injured and you risking that lifting heavier. And then you're fucked. Like you're injured, you really can't do anything about it other than recovery and maybe going the next day or the day after that where you actually recovered to hit a PR. So the first thing, you want to make sure you stay injury prevented. So by that, even before going to the gym or even the day before hitting your PR, make sure you have a good balanced meal, a good balanced diet where you feel full, where you feel recovered, where you feel malnourished. you want to make sure that you start hitting resistance band training. So when you're at the gym, make sure that you're stretching, bro. Make sure you're rolling yourself out. Make sure you're using the resistance bands. Maybe do a couple of push-ups beforehand as well. Just basically everything that's gonna get the blood flow into your chest and your shoulders and in your joints so you can stay injury prevented. Another thing that I'm going to give you is make sure that you ask for a spotter, and a decent one too, like someone who's actually going to help you and spot you and make sure that they know the difference between, okay, let me spot this guy, let me lift off for him, let me tell him this, let me just make sure that he does not get hurt. There's so many videos on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram nowadays of people literally injuring themselves even more because of their spotters. Like the spotters didn't know what to do. So make sure you look for the biggest guy in the gym, because I promise you they would be more than happy to spot you no matter the weight. And make sure that you tell them, hey, you tell them everything that you want from that spot. Hey, can you do a lift off for me? Hey, I'm only going for one. This is my PR. Can you spot me as soon as I say no, or as soon as you see me struggle? Or you tell them, hey, don't fucking touch it unless I tell you to touch it. All that good stuff. This is what you're going to tell your spotter beforehand, bro. You want to make sure that you take care of yourself and you know that your spotter is going to take care of you as well. So, the first rule, make sure that you stay injury prevented when it comes to upping your PRs every single week. This is going to help you out a lot. Now, let's go into the numbers a little bit more, into the weights. When it comes to hitting PRs, a PR is a personal record. No matter how much the weight is, it is your personal record. I hope you guys know that. So, let's say your PR is 225 on bench, which is 2 plates on each side, plus the regular 45-pound bar. Let's say that is your PR for this week. You could only do it one time. You could do it with good form. You have a spotter regardless. Like your max is 225. If you want to start seeing growth quicker, you want to make sure that you are targeting your chest area twice a week. One day out of that week, you want to make sure that you are going as heavy as you can. So on the bench, on the dumbbells, on the Smith machine, on the cables, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you go heavy that day. And then you want to make sure you time that out throughout the whole entire week. So let's say Monday is chest day, Tuesday's back, Wednesday's legs. Thursday can either be arms, or you can go right back into chest. But make sure on that other chest day that you are just, you want to make sure that you are just repping everything out, not going heavy whatsoever. You want to make sure that your body is used to the weight, that it is getting recovery as planned. And if you are natural, which I hope you are, it does take a little bit longer for you to recover rather than somebody who's on roids or gear or whatever. So make sure when you are on that second day of the week, on chest day, you want to make sure that you are just repping everything out. You're just going in there for a quick pump and pushing yourself a little bit on cables or Smith machine, something like that. But for bench press and for dumbbells, depending on which one you want to PR in, make sure that you are not going that heavy on your second day. Same thing with squats, same thing with deadlifts as well. You're never going to see me deadlift, but if you really want to PR every single week, see a little bit of growth, whether that be 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. 10 pounds is a lot. You're probably going to slowly graduate 2.5 pounds every time you go for a PR, but same thing with everything else. You want to make sure that your form is good, but making sure that you are not putting too much time under pressure when it comes to PRing every single week. The human body is capable of so many things, but it does need to rest, and it does need to register what the fuck it just went through. It literally needs to register like, okay, I just wore out all the muscles, all the fibers in my chest. I'm going to have to rest. I'm going to have to take a couple of days off from chest day to see growth. And I promise you, if you stay injury prevented, and if you focus on that workout routine right there, that workout regimen, I promise you're gonna see yourself hitting PRs to increase your PRs 2.5 pounds every single week, bro. It is so nice. And then, a few weeks down the road, in 2 weeks, you're gonna be at 5-pound increase. In 4 weeks, you're gonna be at a 10-pound increase. Keep going, bro. Last tip that I'm going to give you guys is you want to make sure that you are on a strict diet. By a strict diet, I mean that if you want to lift heavier, you're going to have to gain weight. You're going to have to... Let me rephrase that. If you're going to want to lift heavier weights, make sure that you're hitting PRs every single week. That's a lot for you. That's a lot to ask for. So it's going to be a little bit easier for you to do that if you are at a bulk, if you are bulking throughout that season. So make sure you're eating more, make sure you're at a calorie surplus, make sure that you are investing into supplements that are proved to help for your mental and your physical health. Testosterone helps out a lot. Sorry, not testosterone. What's it called? Ashwagandha helps out a lot with stress and everything too. All your vitamins, get all your fish oils into. Make sure when you are eating, make sure it's not dirty food, even though that's what I used to do because of my high metabolism. I would have to intake 6,000 calories just to increase some weight. So make sure you find your caloric maintenance and go into a caloric surplus. Try to stick to healthy foods because it's going to help you out in the long run a little bit more. You're not going to get as fat as much. And lift that fucking weight, bro. It's easier said than done. Make sure you stay safe, but you got it from there on out. Another tip I'll go ahead and give you guys is, let's go back to let's go to one of my stories. Right now, on my bench, my PR is 275 pounds. On a cut, I'm currently at waking up at 208, going to sleep at 210 pounds, so it fluctuates around that. But my bench is at a 275 pounds, so that's 2 plates and a 25 on each side. And, it's sick, but I've been stuck there for a couple of months now because I stopped bulking. I don't like bulking. I like how I look right now. I have the abs, I have the chiseled chest, I have the 3D shoulders, I have the striations going through my whole entire body. My veins are popping out of my forearms. I feel great and I look great and I'm so happy to where I got. But I do miss the idea of fucking lifting like crazy, eating whatever I wanted because it was a good excuse to say, I'm bulking and I'm trying to lift weight. So make sure, guys, if you do ever hit a plateau, and let's say you implement all these things that I just gave you, and then you hit a plateau, you have to change something. It's not going to work if you just keep trying to... nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to work if you just keep implementing the same things. One day, you are going to hit a plateau. You're going to hit a peak, and your weight's either going to stay the same or it's going to start dropping. I realized that with me, I stopped eating as much, so I'm not going to be able to lift as much. With you, it could be that you're not recovering as much, you're not stretching as much, you are not eating as much, same as me, or you are not as dedicated or motivated enough, bro. That's going to be mental health helps out a lot too. So make sure you take that into consideration as well, guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, no, bro. I'm literally at 275 pounds right now, and it's kind of embarrassing. I've been working out for a little over 3.5, 4 years, and I'm only at 275 pounds on bench. Sometimes I have to scroll on the internet and see what my percentage is, where I'm at in the world when it comes to benching. Same with squats. My peak on squats was 405. And that was on my bulk. That was when I was intaking 6,000 calories. That's when I was at 222 pounds or whatever. I was a big boy. And drop down to 375, I believe. I could do 375 for 2 reps. But like your weight, as soon as your weight starts dropping, that's one of the biggest things. As soon as you see your body weight dropping, the weights that you're going to be lifting are going to be dropping too. You're not going to be able to compete as much anymore. So make sure you plan this all out. If you want to have the abs, if you want to eat clean, but you want to hit your PRs, it's going to take you longer to get there unless you intake the macros that you need every single day. It's going to be easier for you to cheat. It's going to be easier for you to lift if you do go into a cheat meal or just, dirty bulk. It's all up to you. So just make sure you figure out everything, whatever you want. If you want to bulk and you don't care how to get there and you just want to hit your PRs, dude, eat everything in sight, bro. Eat everything in sight. Is it healthy? No. But you're going to get there and you're going to feel great about it. It's going to give you that instant gratification that you're looking for into hitting these PRs every single week. If you're cutting, but you want to hit PRs, try hitting new PRs on like more explosive movements, bro. Try hitting PRs in, okay, how many reps did I do with this much weight? Like, if you're cutting, you don't have to go into like one single PR, you know what I mean? You don't have to go for 1 rep PRs. You can literally do multiple rep PRs. Like what I do to this day is on incline bench press dumbbells, I literally PR and track how many times I could hit 35 pounds when it's my drop set, when I'm doing a burnout set. So I honestly don't remember. I don't really keep track of it, but it makes me feel good. So I think I'm at 50 now, around 50. So do the same thing. It's way more fun. You get a really great pump in as well, and you're going to look as good as ever. But guys, if you take all this into consideration, I promise you're going to see the PRs that you've always wanted to see. I promise you'll start competing with your friends again. You're going to look like the biggest guy in the gym. You're going to get that instant gratification that you're looking for. If you want to learn a little bit more, if you want to start going into the one-on-one coaching, start having somebody who can hold you accountable to even start taking you to the gym or give you more insight into this whole entire thing, be sure, again, to join the free aesthetic community, or better yet, DM me, direct message me on Instagram where we could start working together, bro. I'm changing lives every single day. I'm helping my clients hit PRs every single day. They fell in love with the program. They're seeing the results that they want to see in less than 90 days. And I can get you there as well. If you want to learn more, be sure to check out the free aesthetic community. Like I said, it's free. You have nothing to lose. You can see exactly what I've been implementing. As soon as you check that out, be sure, if you are ready, if you want to see change in your life, be sure to start working with me. Apply to work with me one-on-one. The thing is, guys, I want to bring up as well is I can give you the blueprint. I can give you all the information that I went through, all the trial and errors, all the supplements that I took, all the nutrition plans that I went through, all the fitness challenges like the 90-day blitz that I went through. But you're not going to see the growth. Like, I could give you all this information and you're still not going to use it. There's so many people at this point nowadays where they literally train till comfort. They're just lazy. They see the hard work that goes into this every single day, and they still do not use it. Like, they know exactly what they're doing wrong. They know exactly how to change it, but they don't have the what's a good word that I'm looking for? They don't have the credibility. They don't have the motivation, the dedication to start implementing to help their lives. And that's why I do this for a living. I recognized and I realized how many people are failing in life. Over 80% of the population is obese. That's crazy. That is beyond me. Only 20% of us actually genuinely work out. If you are ready for change, if you're ready to go from a skinny, fat, obese, whatever it is, to seeing massive results in 90 days naturally, be sure to start working with me one-on-one. I'd be more than happy to get you on board and see exactly what I could do to help you out. If I can't help you out, I'll be straight up with you. There's a whole qualification process that we go through. There's a call that we hop on. and I see if I could actually help you out or not. But be sure to hit a subscribe button too. I love how you guys are loving these raw videos. I'll keep going and keep posting every single day. But yeah, guys, I'll see you at the top.